Most men miss it. They think when a woman starts opening up, she's just talking, just letting off steam, just being emotional. But that's not what's happening. What's really happening is this: she's letting you in. Not because she's bored. Not because she needs a solution. But because she sees something in you. Something that might be strong enough to hold her world for a moment. You see, women don't reveal what's real to just anyone. Her softness, her fears, the parts of her that feel messy or chaotic, those don't come out for guys she doesn't trust. If she's telling you about what's bothering her, what's breaking her down, she's showing you how much she wants to feel safe with you. But here's the twist: that moment? It's not just about her words. It's about your reaction. She's not just sharing, she's watching. Closely. Do you interrupt? Do you look uncomfortable? Do you zone out? Do you panic and try to solve everything? If so, she feels it instantly. Not in her mind, in her body. Her nervous system will clock you before her brain even catches up. And if you come off weak, unsure, or eager to fix everything just to make the discomfort go away, something inside her quietly shuts down. She won't say it, but she'll feel it. Because what she's really testing for is your center. She's wondering, can this man hold steady when I'm not? This isn't a game. It's not manipulation. It's instinct. A woman's nature seeks stability. If she can't feel it in you, she won't feel safe around you. And when safety disappears, so does the attraction. But if you stay grounded, if you listen without flinching, if you breathe slow while she's spinning fast, you show her what most men never do. That you're not just there, you're solid. That you're not just hearing her, you're holding her without touching her. And that changes everything. She won't ask you if you're strong enough. She'll show you a storm and watch if you stand still. That's how women test men, silently, instinctively, without warning. When she shares something raw, chaotic, or heavy, she's not just opening up. She's observing. Watching every blink, every breath, every shift in your tone. Do you tense up? Do you rush to fix it so the tension goes away? Do you drown in her emotions? Or do you stay calm like nothing could shake you? Because in her world, chaos is familiar. Emotion is constant. But what she's looking for is something rare. A man who doesn't flinch. A man who can stand there, grounded, when everything in her feels like it's falling apart. She doesn't need you to rescue her. She needs to feel that her storm doesn't knock you off course. That your energy stays the same, steady, present, unshaken. Most men fail here without knowing it. They either get pulled into her drama, or try to silence it with advice. And in doing so, they reveal the truth: they don't know how to hold space. She wants to feel your strength, not hear about it. It's not in your words, it's in your energy. In your ability to stay still when she's not. Think about this. If a captain panics during a storm, what happens to the crew? She's watching to see if you can steer the ship when the waves hit. If you collapse under the weight of her emotion, she won't trust you with the rest of her. But if you can sit there, locked in, breathing slow, eye contact strong, you pass a test she didn't even say out loud. That's when respect starts. That's when her guard lowers. Because you didn't just listen, you proved something. You proved that her fire doesn't burn you. And that proof? That's where real attraction begins. She's not looking for a fix. She's looking to feel. That's where most men miss the mark. She opens up, and instantly he turns into a mechanic, trying to diagnose, tweak, and repair what she just shared. But she's not broken. She doesn't need a solution. She needs space. When a woman vents, she's not handing you a task. She's handing you a piece of her heart. Not to solve it, to hold it, gently. Men hear a problem and think, okay, what do I do? But the best move is sometimes nothing. Not silence, but presence. Stillness with attention. Because what she really wants to know is this: can you sit with her discomfort without trying to escape it? Can you witness her pain without needing to silence it? If you jump into advice mode, she feels dismissed. Not because your solution is wrong, but because you skipped over her experience. You heard the words but ignored the emotion underneath. And that emotion, that's what she wants you to meet. Not with tools, but with tenderness. Look her in the eye. Not say, I hear you. Say, that sounds like a lot. Simple, honest, grounded responses. That's what hits her heart. It's not about agreeing. It's about being with her. Sitting in the emotional fire without running. Because if you can do that, she doesn't just feel understood, she feels safe. And safety for a woman is everything. It's what makes her open wider, trust deeper, love harder. But if she senses that you can't handle her emotions without fixing or fleeing, she closes. Maybe not immediately, but eventually. So next time she opens up, don't rush. Don't fix. Don't deflect. Just be. That's the real strength she's searching for. Not the man with all the answers. The man who can listen so deeply she forgets what it felt like to carry it alone. She might trust you, but that doesn't mean she wants you. That's the part most men miss. They think if a woman is opening up, confiding in them, leaning on them emotionally, it must mean they're winning. But trust without respect? It's a slow death. A woman can trust you like a diary, like a soft pillow, like a safe place to land, without ever seeing you as the man she desires. Because what matters isn't just that she opens up, it's how you respond when she does. If every time she gets emotional, you fold into comfort mode, nodding endlessly, giving her every ounce of your attention without any edge, any frame, any masculine presence, she starts to feel it. Not appreciation, but disinterest. She starts seeing you as dependable but dull, kind but forgettable. There for her, but not someone she wants to chase, crave, or dream about. And here's the cold truth. Women don't crave the man who just absorbs. They crave the one who holds. Firm, grounded, still. It's easy to slide into the role of emotional caretaker. To think being endlessly available will bring you closer. But that's not leadership. That's submission. Real presence has weight. Boundaries. Power. You listen but you don't get swept up. You care but you don't collapse into it. When she feels that, the calm in your chest, the clarity in your eyes, the way you're unshaken by her chaos, respect is born. And where there's respect, attraction can grow. Without it, you become a feel-good habit. A guy she keeps around when she needs relief, but never sees as a partner. So don't confuse emotional access with romantic momentum. One gets you friend-zoned. The other gets you remembered. Hold space but don't lose your edge. Stay soft in presence but firm in posture. That balance? That's what separates the man she trusts from the one she wants. She'll only respect your heart if she sees you protect your time. A man without boundaries isn't seen as generous, he's seen as easy to control. Every time you drop what you're doing to cater to her emotions, you think you're being supportive. But she's reading something else. She's seeing a man with no mission, no structure, no spine. And here's what most guys don't get. Availability isn't the flex you think it is. A woman doesn't want a man who's always on call. She wants a man who moves with purpose and makes space for her intentionally. Because if she can interrupt your day, your goals, or your focus whenever she wants, it sends a clear message. Your priorities are soft. Your attention is cheap. And women don't chase what comes too easy. You want to be respected? Then protect your energy like it matters. Not by being cold. Not by ignoring her. But by drawing a clear line between support and self-abandonment. If she's venting nonstop, draining your focus, calling at all hours, don't just absorb it. Redirect it. Calmly. Firmly. With presence. Say, I hear you but I'm in the middle of something important. Let's talk when I can give you my full presence. That sentence alone teaches her something. You have standards. You don't just react, you lead. And when you lead with calm authority, something shifts. She stops dumping and starts respecting. She adjusts. She leans in more intentionally. Why? Because boundaries build tension. The good kind. The kind that says, I value you, but I value me too. And that's attractive. That's magnetic. That's what separates the man she walks over from the one she steps toward. So if you keep bending to keep the peace, you'll lose both her respect and your power. But if you hold your frame, stay grounded in your lane and choose when to engage, you become rare. And rare is what keeps her coming back. Not because you're always there, but because when you are, it means something. If she feels calmer around you, she'll crave you more than anyone who ever tried to impress her. Attraction doesn't grow in the highlight reel. It grows in the tension, the storms, the moments where most men lose their grip. When she's overwhelmed, Emotional, spinning in all directions, your reaction sets the tone. Not just for the moment, but for the entire dynamic. Do you feed the fire? Do you match her chaos? Or do you become the still point she didn't know she needed? Because the man who can ground her without saying much, that man becomes unforgettable. You don't need the perfect words. You need presence, stillness, certainty. She walks through the door frustrated. You don't overreact. You don't minimize it. You don't go cold. You just hold the room with quiet strength. Maybe it's a hand on her back. Maybe it's a calm look in your eyes. Maybe it's just you not flinching. That moment rewires her nervous system. She starts associating you with peace. And once that happens, you're not just someone she likes. You become a place she runs to. Not every problem needs a response. Sometimes it just needs your unshaken energy. Think of it like this: she's testing the walls of your presence. If they collapse under pressure, she keeps searching. But if they hold, she leans in. Art. That's the quiet power most men never develop. They react, they try to fix, or they retreat. And in doing so, they teach her that she has to lead emotionally. But when you lead with grounded energy, you shift the pattern. She starts matching your calm. She starts trusting your direction. She starts softening into your presence. And that softening? That's the gateway to deeper connection, stronger desire, real partnership. Not because you forced anything, but because you became something rare. A man who doesn't just survive her storms, he stabilizes them. Without effort. Without fear. That's the man she stays for. That's the man she respects. Most guys think attraction is built in the good times. The laughs. The dates. The chemistry. But that's only half the story. The truth? She decides what kind of man you are when things aren't easy. When she's emotional. When life hits. When she's not her best. That's where everything shifts. Because in those moments you're not just reacting, you're revealing. Showing her if you're solid or soft. Present or panicked. Grounded or gone. And make no mistake, she feels the difference instantly. You can't fake steadiness. You can't pretend to lead. Your energy tells the story before you even speak. If you lose yourself in her chaos, she won't trust you with her calm. But when you stay locked in, calm breath, grounded posture, clear eyes, she feels it in her body. That safety. That strength. That, I'm not going anywhere energy. That's what creates polarity. That's what pulls her in. You're not there to fix her. You're not there to absorb her. You're there to anchor her. And when she sees that you can hold space without losing yourself, everything changes. She opens more. She tests less. She respects deeper. Because now you're not just another guy trying to please her. You're a man with direction, with limits, with gravity. A man who listens without flinching. Speaks without rushing. And moves from clarity, not emotion. That's rare. That's powerful. That's unforgettable. So don't waste energy chasing approval. Don't bend every time she's upset. Don't drown just to show her you care. Care with strength. Show up with edge. Love with spine. Because attraction isn't built when everything's perfect. It's built when pressure hits and you don't fold. That's when she sees you differently. That's when she leans in. Not because you fixed her life, but because you showed her something no one else could. You're not going anywhere. And you don't break. If you're ready to lead with strength, not softness, hit that subscribe button. This is where boys become men.